over the last one. I did not
Really?
even get to speak.
Oh yeah, we really
talk.
did. Sorry. I always feel like Amanda's good at talking, so I
know, I'm not that good at
Really?
talking.
No, not true at all. Y'all are, my Botox is wearing off. Is it recording?
Hey guys, welcome back to the sister channel. We missed you guys. We took a little break for the new year, but we're back and obviously a lot more of a different setup.
Yes.
We're gonna try out this podcast style just because we're hoping to kind of maybe evolve the sister channel into a podcast one day if that's what you guys like. So let us know down below in the comments. We just were talking a lot during the new year period of like where we want this channel to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, you know what? Like I feel like Muslim girls need like a relatable podcast to listen to where we can talk about all girly things and just things that pertain to us. And
Yeah.
things
And
that
we feel like there's not really a podcast that exists for Muslim women in general, just to talk about like relatable, everyday girly things.
Mm-hmm.
And so we kind of want to see if you guys are into this, for us to be able to fill that void for you guys. And so comment down below at the end of this video if this is something you would be interested in.
So today we kind of just wanted to talk about how we ended our year and what our goals are for the new year and just kind of catch up. So Lena, what's been going on with you lately?
okay, so basically we had Omar's surprise party. It was January 2nd. His birthday's on January 1st, so I just wanted it to be a day where he wasn't like expecting anything.
Yeah.
I filmed the whole thing like on my YouTube channel, so I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the vlog, but it was seriously so good because Omar was so surprised. Like he had absolutely no idea. I don't know how I pulled this thing off. You guys know.
I don't know how
Yeah.
Lena pulled that off either, because you're not the type to...
The best liar. I mean,
You're
not the
not-
best
yeah,
liar.
no,
I'm the
she's
worst
the
liar.
worst liar.
Yeah, Lena's not the best liar, which is a good thing, but when it comes to like surprise parties, it's not.
You can read it all over my face usually.
Yeah.
We basically just planned like a dinner. Like I told Omar we were gonna go to an anniversary dinner. Our anniversary is December 15th. So we kind of just celebrate whenever during the month or sometime nearby. And so we hadn't taken an anniversary dinner. So he didn't ask any questions. I planned this really beautiful balloon arch. I planned a really pretty cake. Most of his friends were able to come. I think I invited like maybe 33 people. And I think
Yeah, there was
maybe
like 28 people
28
there.
people came, so that was a really good turnout. And Omar just hasn't seen all his friends like that in probably years, like ever since before COVID.
Yeah,
Right.
Lauren and I were driving up to Dallas at the same time they were. I think we left like 30 minutes before they
Yeah,
did.
we cut it a little too close.
And okay, actually, I was really annoyed with Lauren because she wanted to stop by Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, if we stop by Starbucks, they're gonna catch up to us because we're driving the exact same.
Can you imagine? Like we're like driving
I
and y'all are right
know.
next to
I
us, and
know.
Omar's like, "Wait a minute, is that?"
I was following you
Your
guys
sisters.
on Find My Friends, and Lauren's like, we'll just stop at the Starbucks in Terrell. And then you were like, oh, we're stopping at the Starbucks in Terrell. I was like, Lauren, we are not. And Lauren still wanted to stop.
I had an intense craving for the brown sugar shaken espresso.
Yeah, so we eventually get to a Starbucks, and Lauren gets her brown sugar shaken espresso, and she orders me the wrong drink.
Well, I thought she wanted the same thing. So
Yeah,
basically,
I'm like, you know what? At least Lauren got her Starbucks.
I'm really
drink.
sorry.
So let me just tell you like how it went on the way there, because Omar was speeding so like he always speeds. He's always a fast driver. But we were gonna be like 15 minutes early. I told my sisters, I was texting them like, what the heck am I gonna do? Like we're gonna be there early and it's gonna ruin the surprise. And they were like, just stop at Starbucks. So we stopped at Starbucks. We were still gonna be early, so I was like, what do I do? They're like, you need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, Omar, we need to park. I need to go to the bathroom. And so I went and I sat in the Starbucks bathroom for 15 minutes, just waiting. And it was taking, I mean, obviously Omar was probably thinking like, what the heck is she doing? So I just texted him and I was like, sorry, it's number 2. And he was like, okay, LOL.
No questions.
But everything worked out.
It all did.
Yeah,
and
it was really
he was really
perfect.
surprised. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, after the surprise party, Omar and I went on our trip. We went to the Amangiri Resort in Utah, and I never in a million years thought that I would be able to go there in my life. Like it's like
It looks
somewhere
beautiful.
that mainly I've only seen like celebrities go. So I felt so blessed that we were able to go and like enjoy it and create content there. And it was so
looks
fun.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait to see that vlog. Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys vlog it?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we did. It's gonna go live in a couple weeks.
That's good. And then you just had your birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you. I'm 28, which, oh my gosh, that feels, it's just so crazy. I can't
But think of
believe
like you've accomplished so much in your own
I know.
28.
I
You're
feel so
young.
blessed. I mean, I know I have, like, at this age, we feel like we're a lot farther than we ever thought we'd ever be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 and 29. But yesterday we didn't do anything. We just counted the Amangiri trip as our birthdays,
Yeah.
anniversary, and everything. 'Cause
Combination.
it was so fun.
So
Okay, Amanda.
Okay, let's see. So Mohammed and I officially set a wedding date, which we're so excited about. And it's crazy because we set it maybe like not super long ago. When did I set the wedding date? I was looking at so many venues, and then we finally decided on one, and our wedding date is September 3rd of this year. And we set it maybe like 2 months,
In
2 or
November,
3 months
probably.
ago. Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that. And so I think it's just now feeling super real for us because we're like sharing the date and that we're gonna start planning. So that's gonna be majority of this year, just planning our wedding and where we're gonna be after we get married.
Mhm.
And
So how many months is it from now?
let's see,
Let me count that.
9.
That's
around-
enough time to plan it.
Yeah, which is definitely enough time. So we haven't started planning anything besides we have the venue.
Which is so gorgeous.
It is a really
Yeah.
pretty venue. I think I like drug my mom and Lauren to every probably venue in Dallas. But I'm glad we saw a lot of them so I could figure out like what we wanted and what was best for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so this year it's just gonna be wedding planning, which is crazy. And I started the wedding series on my channel, so if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go check it out.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. Like,
But this is going to be like a very significant year for you.
I
Like
think it is.
you're getting married, you're moving out of the house.
I
Like how do
know.
you feel about all of that?
I'm excited. I honestly haven't let myself feel all of those feelings
Like process
yet
the emotions.
because
it's
I
just
get
a lot. Like
it's
it's
a
gonna be
lot,
busy.
and I don't really handle change very well. So it makes me
Okay.
anxious to think about like moving out of the house and away from family because, you know, obviously I've lived on my own, but I could always just come home on the weekend. And then once you're married, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go home, like peace
Yeah.
out. You're kind of like, this
You
is
have
your
a
family.
new home.
So that's going to be, I think, a little bit difficult just in the beginning, which I'm sure it is for everyone. But
It's funny because Amanda and Lauren were at my house earlier and they were like, Lena, Mama and Baba are getting on our last nerve. And I'm like, why? And they're like, see, I told you she didn't know.
Lena lives in her, like,
La,
not
la,
that you
la.
live in a bubble and you're like, la la la, but you have your own life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you're so busy, like, with a baby and working in your own life, and then you just don't know what goes on at
I
home
know.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's my baby. And then I go and I work.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I don't know what's going on over here.
It's just since we are all four like adults in one home, it has just been a little bit difficult lately to kind of like go about our own schedules and like we've kind of been butting heads a little bit. Even me and her the past
Yeah,
2 weeks. Like
honestly.
me and Amanda get along very well. We rarely ever fight or get on each
But
other's
the
nerves.
past, like, 2 weeks, we kind
We
of
fought,
were,
which was
yeah.
surprising. We just had been spending too much time together.
I think then when I went to like Dallas for our engagement or our save the date pictures, I was like, Lauren and I just need a break from each other.
yeah, we needed a break.
Seriously.
Honestly,
It's like when we all
Amanda-
used to live together. It was like bringing back all those memories.
I know. It's so crazy. Like, once I feel like you have a much better relationship with your siblings after you kind of
Yeah.
have your own lives because then you're not like annoying each other and like butting heads as much.
Exactly.
Well, Lauren, what's new with you?
Well, I started level 3 of nursing school, which this semester is supposed to be the most difficult. And so I am nervous about it, especially because I feel like with work, like we're more busy and like I have goals with that. So it's kind of difficult for me to like balance the two.
I don't know how you're working and doing nursing school.
I
I
don't
think
know.
you do a really good job of
I mean, I know
balancing
people
the
do
two.
it.
Yeah,
but-
people do it. You know, I think like, okay, people literally have kids and husbands
Yeah,
and whole
you're right.
families. Like, if they can do that, then I can do this. I'm kind of nervous lately thinking about, I only have like 8 more months of this. I graduate the end of August, inshallah, if I make it through.
You will.
And so I'm just gonna like transition into a different phase of life. Like, I won't be in school anymore. I can't have that excuse like, oh, I'm still in college, you know. So
It's like entering the real world
yeah,
now.
it's entering the real world, and I'm definitely excited about it because it's like something super exciting and haven't experienced that before. But I am thinking about I'll probably have to move out because I haven't talked about this yet, but that area of nursing I'm interested in is facial aesthetics, and so I want to like work in like a med spa or something like that, and we really don't have those options in our town, so I would probably have to move to Dallas.
You can practice on me.
Okay. So I would probably have to move to Dallas, like a bigger city, and so that would mean like moving out of the house, which actually me and Amanda would probably be moving out at the same time.
I know. We haven't I haven't
my
talked about
God.
this, but Mohammed and I are thinking that we're probably going to be in the Dallas area once we get married. So if Lauren moves there, it'll be great because I'll be there with Mohammed and you'll be there. So, you know, at least we'll have each
I'll have
other.
that comfort.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
Amanda, if y'all get an apartment, I'll just live in the same complex. But I don't think they're gonna, hopefully not live in an apartment.
Mama and Papa are gonna feel so lonely.
They're gonna feel, but you know what? Me and Amanda did live out of the house in Dallas like a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and it was just Mom and Bob and Naeem at home, so I know they'll be okay.
so they've done it before.
Yeah.
And you're moving into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of...
You will fill the void, Lena. Please
I will fill the
take our
void.
space. Thank
And
you.
maybe I'll have another baby.
And
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. And then maybe Amanda will have a baby by then.
Oh my gosh, so crazy.
Yeah, how long do you think you'll wait to have a baby?
Honestly, I don't know.
My kids need friends.
I know.
when
I'm
you're
acting like I have
friends.
more than one child.
No.
My kids.
Well, okay, I don't know because I realized when Elena stayed here while y'all were in Utah, like it is hard to be a mother.
Lena, I have
yes.
so much more respect for
I have
moms
so much
now.
more
Very
respect
much.
for you and just moms in general, especially moms who don't necessarily live near family or have help
100%.
because it is a full-time job and you cannot do anything else.
Yeah,
Yes.
I really never understood that.
Anytime I mention like, oh, like my mom's watching her, like I always get messages from people who are like, you're so blessed that you have your parents to help you because they
It
don't
is.
have anyone, and I literally can't imagine how hard that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know because if Mohammed and I are in Dallas, you know, we're not going to be near his family or my family, so it's just kind of hard to think about because I would love to have a baby before I turn like 28, like 27. I would love, I mean, I'm 25 right now, so if we're married for like a year.
I know. I think because you and Mohammed have kind of been able to like travel a little bit
It's
since
just
y'all
so
have been
weird.
together.
Because I was thinking, like, I'm always on TikTok and I see girls who take videos of themselves, like, taking a pregnancy test, and they're like, okay, I haven't gotten my period, let me just check.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God. I'm like, I would be freaking the heck out.
I
Like,
know.
oh my God, like, I'm stuck. Like, I would feel, like, suffocated. Like,
Yeah.
Like
I don't
you'd be nervous
I
to
don't-
be pregnant.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think
it's
I would-
like, we always say it's like an end that you cannot change. Like, once you're pregnant,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
pregnant. It's not going away.
I'm sure some women
Yeah.
feel like that. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm trapped.
I
Like,
just
you're
don't
trapped.
think my video would be, like, a pleasant, like,
Like, oh, I'm so
reaction.
excited.
It
Yeah.
would be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
Yeah,
God.
and of
Yeah.
course, being in content creating, like, I want to film all of those things just like you did. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I just can't. I don't know. Who knows when I'm in that stage of life? Maybe it'll be different, but it's just crazy to think about right now.
Yeah. One thing me and Amanda were saying as like the year was wrapping up and everyone on social media was like posting all of their goals and like resolutions that they were excited for the new year, like new morning routine, green juice, workout, blah, blah, blah. It felt so extremely overwhelming for some reason. Like it honestly gave me anxiety just thinking, okay, I feel like I need to change into like a new person and like have all these new habits that I haven't had in the past. And it just felt like this pressure to be somebody that you just haven't been in the past. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys felt that way.
yeah.
But the thing is, I love all that kind of content. Obviously, we all create like morning routines and what I eat in a day and healthy recipes and
Clean with me, organize with me.
and
Yeah.
I love all of that stuff. I think I felt a little pressure because it was like so much at once. And now that TikTok is so big, and there was so much content on there about like, you know, like the really quick like motivational like vlogs
Routines.
and routines
Yeah.
and just like it made me feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Like I'm not creating that
Yeah.
kind of content. Do I need to?
Yeah, and it's kind of like counterintuitive because that stuff is supposed to like motivate you and make you feel like you want to get started and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
get started on the new year. But that just makes you feel like you're not good enough and
Yeah.
like you're not enough just the way you are and where you are in life right now. So
Yeah. I think it's totally fine to continue into January like it's any other day, like it's any other month. You know, I think it's normal and you should have goals set for the year, but
I don't think you have to change everything all at once in the beginning of the
Exactly.
year. Like have like major goals that you like want to strive towards, but like you don't have to change everything in January.
Exactly.
Me and Amanda were saying that Ramadan, we feel like, is the time where you kind of set new goals in that way. Like, maybe people's January 1st is almost like our Ramadan. Like, you know, you have goals for that month. Like, you know, better yourself as a person and, like, get closer to God and things like that.
It's true.
I feel like I have more of a clear mind to do those things during Ramadan after, like, the first week of caffeine headaches and it being horrible. Once you get past all that, I really do feel like that's, like, the time where it's, like, new year, new me in a way. Now I just realized that I need to start making up my days of fasting now that it's
I know. I feel like as girls, we always are like, oh, we'll do it whenever the sun, like, sets earlier, like in the winter.
Dark outside.
And then it gets here and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's 6
Exactly.
o'clock and, like, we would be breaking our fast right now.
Yeah.
No, but we need to do it because this is the easiest time. Do we want to talk about goals that we made for ourselves this year, or did y'all make any goals at all?
For me, I really just want to get through nursing school.
Survive.
And I really want to be able to, like, keep up with my social media, content creating, and that at the same time. So that's really what I'm focusing on. I have to, like, stay very organized and, like, really, like, pre-record things so that I can just have the content, because if I wait for the opportunity, it won't come. So that's really what I'm focusing on this year.
And I was remembering back when I worked my corporate job and I would have to be at work like 9 a.m. but I wanted to get a video up like every Friday. It's honestly so not easier, but your job kind of keeps you
on a schedule.
And keeps you accountable. So that way, like, you know, you can post your stuff, and then when you're at school, you can feel like you can focus on school. And you know, there's so many people who balance like two things, so just having like more of a routine will help you. But
What
goals,
about you?
honestly, I don't know. I don't have any like specific goals set. I feel like majority of my goal this year is just to, honestly, I don't know.
Get married.
Get married. It's okay.
It's okay to
it's
not
okay
have
to
goals.
not have specific goals. I think you're just trying your best in
Be
everything that
happy
you're doing.
At this point, I feel like because I'm kind of all over the place. Like, you know, I moved back home in September of 21, and so this is like my transitional year, this transitional period of trying to like plan a wedding and then where we're gonna be afterwards, and still keep up with content creation and stay consistent with that. And so it's just like a weird time right now.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been going through this transitional period for a while now. I've talked about that for a
Well,
really long time.
it's okay because it's all getting closer.
Yeah.
And like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Finally. Aw.
What about you?
So I always sit down at the end of the year and like plan out like goals like for work, mainly just for like work for the next year. And it's funny because I was like going through my goals for 2021 at the end of the year to see if I like reached any of them, because I honestly like forget like a year later, and I just keep them in my notes on my phone. And I was sitting around the table with Omar and Emily, my assistant, and it's funny because one of my goals was to get an assistant, and she was sitting right there, and I was like, that's so cool. I told Emily she was one of my goals for 2021. But for 2022, one of my main goals is to get more active on TikTok. I didn't put like a specific number of followers that I wanted or anything. I just want to like get more active, and maybe post like once a week. Is that bad?
No,
I mean,
You have to
start somewhere.
I know, it's like literally just starting somewhere, because I scroll through and see like people giving advice, and they're like, you have to post 3 times a day at least. I'm like, oh God, scrolling past that, like that's just gonna make me feel worse about
Honestly,
myself.
TikTok's like overwhelming.
It
if
can
you get
be very
stuck watching
overwhelming.
things, you're just like,
And I think I just get stuck like with the kind of content I create. Like I have to have it a specific way. There's no way I could create 3 pieces of content every single day.
yeah,
Like it has to be like a
One
certain
thing
way.
about Lena, she's very like, she's definitely a perfectionist. Things have to be a certain way, and she has to know how they're gonna go in order for her to like perform.
Because I have like a vision with all the things, and it all just has to align with that vision.
yeah.
But I like, that's inspiring to me. I'm like, okay,
Aww.
that obviously has like got you where you are because you know what you want, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other goals. Oh, I want to post more on YouTube too. I want to do like twice a week instead of just once, and just do like a little bit shorter of a video. Basically what I do is I try to just set realistic goals that I can achieve in my, weekly, monthly life. That way I can reach those bigger goals.
Yeah. Which is a really good thing to do.
Because, you can have the goal to, like, I want to lose weight, but you don't know how you're going to get there if you don't have, like, specific daily things that you do on a daily basis
so true.
to get there. So that's why I try to, like, I don't know, scale it back and do smaller goals like that.
That's a good idea.
That's good advice.
One of my personal goals for this year that I don't exactly have like the steps to get there yet is to heal my gut, because I've mentioned on my channel that I was diagnosed with gut issues like IBS and functional dyspepsia, and so I'm just dealing with a lot of pain that I've had ever since I was pregnant. So yeah, that's something that I'm gonna do this year is just do everything in my power to heal my gut through food and lifestyle changes and all that stuff. So
you've always had a lot of discipline when it comes to the things that you eat, because you know that if you don't eat a certain way, you won't feel good.
Yeah, I guess I've always had a sensitive stomach, and so I just know that it's not worth it for me to eat certain things because I don't want to feel like crap.
I don't know how you do that. I wish I was like that.
I know.
In a way.
Oh, one thing I need to focus on this year, I really need to work on decreasing my anxiety when it comes to school and just things in general. Like, I get anxious because I put way too much pressure on myself to be a certain way, and I get overwhelmed. Like, especially school started back up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just have this anxiety about school when there's no reason to be. I was telling them the other day, this has never happened to me before, but I was taking a test, and this kind of test, you have to make a 100 or you fail. You don't pass if you don't make 100. You have 3 tries, but you
fail nursing school.
You fail the course.
Oh,
you have
the
to
school.
start over,
Okay.
yeah. So I was taking the test, and I got to the last question. I had 6 minutes left, and I realized it was a math problem that I didn't know how to do it, so I started freaking out. I literally almost started to cry. There were tears in my eyes, and my heart was racing so fast, I couldn't properly think. And so there was no reason for me to freak out. Okay, if I didn't get the question right, I had 2 more tries to do it again. It would have been okay. Thankfully I did. I was able to calm myself down and figure out the problem, and I did get 100. But I'm that was so unnecessary. I just stressed myself out way too much when it's not necessary, and I need to stop doing that.
And it's not good for your health. And I know firsthand, I was the exact same way all through school. And I stressed myself out to the point where I was I had to get A's on everything. And now looking back, I'm why? I would have passed and been fine with B's or whatever, and I would have been happier, and I would have been my health would have been better, my mental health and my physical health, and just everything would have been better.
Yeah.
And I still would have been able to achieve everything that I've achieved so far.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember when you lived at home, your room was across from mine, and I would be sleeping, and you would still have your light on, studying.
Be studying all night, and I don't know. I guess that was my work at the time, was just studying.
Yeah.
And anything that I do, I always just put 100% into it. I wish I wasn't like that.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, but sometimes it can
stresses you out.
Yeah. What about you, Amanda? Personal goals?
Guys, I don't know my goals. I don't know what to
She
say.
just needs to get married, okay?
Yeah. We
Leave
just need
her
to get
alone.
this girl.
I mean,
house.
I do have goals. I feel with content creation, I took this on as my full-time job after it's been a few years now, and I do the back end stuff by myself and the content creation, and gotten to the point where I've gotten a lot of experience negotiating with brands and doing all of that, but I'm at the point where I need help with those things because it's a lot for one person to balance. So my goal for this year is to get help with that.
Which I think it's totally doable, and I think inshallah you will.
Inshallah. So we'll see. I guess that's more of a professional goal, but personal goal wise, I just want to try to transition to be a married woman, I guess.
No, that's a real thing.
And I think that's gonna honestly be a little bit of a struggle.
I think
for
it will
Amanda.
be,
Yeah.
honestly, just because I'm a people pleaser, so I'm gonna start crying if we talk
Oh
about
my
this.
god,
I
why?
don't know.
Amanda.
It's just I don't know.
It's hard because she's gonna be moving out.
I think because I just try not to think about it. I obviously have lived on my own, like I said, and I can just always come home.
It's
So
gonna be
just
hard,
thinking
like,
about like
having
being
your
your like,
own.
yeah, I don't know. I think just because I'm like a people pleaser and just thinking that like leaving mom and Bob, I like worry about them, and I just like always worry about everybody else.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
hard to think about, like, I just have to like put myself first, and like part of me just doesn't want to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to remember that this is a normal, natural part of life. Like everyone eventually wants, like, that's the goal, is to like be able to be your own, have your own family.
I think
be
I
on
just
your
never
own.
thought like when you meet someone in college and they don't live in the same town as you, and then it's like, oh, we are getting married, but we're not gonna live where I've lived my entire life.
Yeah.
So then it's like I'm gonna like have another life somewhere else that's like,
But this is
not
still
near everybody.
home, and like it's still your family, and don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Yeah, they're gonna need help, so
It's hard, and I'm sure a lot of women can relate to that, like getting married and leaving the family that you know, grew up
I don't
with
know,
your
I
entire
just
life.
don't think about all of that. Like I'm trying to like
I think we try not to think about
try
it.
not to think about it.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. But once it happens, you'll realize that you didn't really lose anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's the same, like when I left for college, it was like sad, but then it's like I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking, like anticipating the change, I think, because the wedding isn't until September, so it's like, oh, I have this time to like cherish, and then I just get overwhelmed with everything.
Aww.
But yeah,
so
sorry to
hard.
make it sad.
No, Amanda, that's so...
I know.
It's understandable. I can't imagine like how hard that is, especially since you're going to be moving to Dallas and you won't be in the same city.
Yeah.
But...
I think Mohammed would hate his life if he lived in this town.
Oh, yeah.
Not because the town's that bad.
People always ask me and Omar, like, why we still live here.
So we are really excited for this year, 2022. I feel like it's going to be a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
We have some things in the works that we've been working on. There's things that we have shared with y'all, but things we haven't. So inshallah, we'll be able to let...
I hate when people do that.
Me too.
Like, where are those people now?
Where are those people now? Inshallah, we'll be able to share later on in the year. But yeah, I think we have some good things in our work lives and our personal lives that we've all just been working on. So
yeah, we can't wait to take you guys along the rest of this journey.
thank you guys for watching and listening, and we're excited to continue with the podcast style because I enjoyed it. I think it's fun just to chat. It's like just sitting with your girls and chatting.
Mm-hmm.
Comment down below some topics that you guys would want us to talk about.
Yeah, because we've been like thinking of ideas for the next few months and stuff, and Ramadan, so let us know what you guys would want to listen to. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!